Hey, welcome to another episode of the Daddy Everyday Show, episode 52. This one's entitled From Provider to Protector, Redefining Fatherhood in 2025. You guys see Dylan over there? All right. So, as always, visit daddyeveryday.org for upcoming events. This fall, it's really going to be on. I'm going to be really out there.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I've been holding myself back. I haven't been doing the events and workshop. What's that?
Invincible fans will get the reference I just made.
Oh. Okay. Invincible fans. Oh, he gets it. But yeah, so just be on the lookout for that. So follow me on Instagram, Daddy Everyday. I'm on Facebook too.
Like, aren't you on Facebook too?
Yeah, I don't use Facebook as much as far as for Daddy Everyday. I think I use Facebook more for just personal stuff, and I don't post as much as I should. So I'm horrible at that. I haven't gotten better, so I need an accountability partner for that. No, I wasn't looking at you. I was looking at you as a co-host. I wasn't looking at you as being my accountability partner.
Yeah, because you know I wouldn't.
That's my support system, y'all. Ta-da! But
I have to deal with every day.
Wait, I'm the easygoing one. I'm the easy one. But all right, so I'm gonna be. Of course, I have my talking points for what fatherhood is now. It's completely different than when I was growing up. Like, and it has to be. It has to be. The world is completely different than when I was growing up. Just a side note, as far as for when I was growing up, when I was your age, basically, what you just saw as far as your father, as long as he worked and provided, food, clothes, and shelter, that was all that was really expected of a father. It is completely different now. Now, clothing, food, shelter, that is the bare minimum. Not criticizing those that do that. I'm saying that was once the gold standard. Now that's the bare minimum of fatherhood, because of what our youth need now, what the world is now. So I try my best as a father to give more than just the food, clothes, and shelter. And as my talking points will go through, I'll give obviously examples of what I do, what fathers should think about, because fatherhood is different for everybody, because it all depends on your previous experiences, what your environment is, who you are as a guy, and your kids. Like, your kids are your biggest way of how you will have to interact as a father. So one of the first things I want to talk about is breaking just being a provider mindset. To definition of like provider, it's different, because back then it was just food, clothes, and shelter. I think I do. Yeah, and I do a good job. I put clothes on you, right? Food,
Yes.
Shelter,
Yes.
the apartment.
Yes.
All right. So
Is it shelter?
it's shelter. We might have a leak, so we got to check on that. I'll get with the rent office on that. So simply just bringing home a paycheck it's not enough. It's just not enough. There's the emotional cost to being just financially present, and being absent as far as emotional to your kids. I try to still be a strong man in the sense of not showing all my emotions to my kids, but sometimes I do let them in. When I'm beat down from work or something, I let them know. Like, instead of me trying to hide and pretend I'm always solid and everything, I let them know, work is rough. This is how I'm feeling, kind of thing. Mainly because, I joke with them so much. Like, we really joke around and stuff, and they may come right at me in that kind of mood, and I may just not be there. And I think it's important for us to communicate that to them instead of cutting them off or being distant. Because when they're that way with us, we want to inquire more. We ask them questions. So I never asked my mom, never asked my dad when they were being distant or whatever. I never not criticize, excuse me. I never questioned them on why they're that way or anything like that. I open the door for my boys to be able to ask questions if they want to know something. Now, if I choose to tell them, that's another thing. It's almost like I've never asked my mom who they talking to on the phone. You didn't do that. I never asked them where they were going. You don't do that. At times, like my boys will ask me that, or where I'm going and stuff. I don't see it as like a kid being in grown folks' business because one, I can tell them or not. I may say out, and then for Kendrick, good enough. For Dylan, it's not. I can say out.
Out where?
Exactly. Like he feel like he has to know. But once again, I tell him if I want to tell him. But another thing is, in a way, I kind of see it as it's good to let your kids in, a little bit like what's going on with you. Like it may be out of sheer concern, like, if something goes down, my dad was last going to such and such. So that kind of thing. So I guess I kind of just look at certain things differently from my parents. So I adapt. But once again, that's me. That's me. All I do is put out there how we need to look at things with our kids as far as being a father now compared to, 20 years ago. Hell, even 10 years ago. You're gonna. I knew he was gonna get me. I shouldn't have said it.
I know Invincible fans will get that reference.
If you guys don't know, when I curse, and I try not to curse in front of my boys. Well, Kendrick gets it now. I try not to curse in front of my boys. Like my mom cursed all the time. It didn't faze me though. As a kid, it's nothing but. It just when I became a father. I just chose not to. And I don't criticize nobody that curses in front of their kids. Everybody's different. I just chose that route. And their mom chose that route too, so that's what we do. So now I am definitely more comfortable with cursing in front of Kendrick. I still don't say, well, first of all, when I curse, I don't say a lot of cuss words. There's certain things I don't really say that much, unless it's in a song. And now I'll play rap songs in front of Dylan. I always played Biggie in front of them, regardless. Even when they were babies, I played Biggie in front of them. But now I listen to what I want to listen to in front of Dylan, But like I said, to each his own when it comes to that. But getting back on subject, well, I guess it's all still matter. It's still parenthood. Fatherhood. Yeah.
It's about fatherhood, not parenthood.
Well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
No. Because there's these things called mothers.
Oh, yes. Okay.
If you want the parenthood episode, maybe we should get the mom here.
Would you do that? Would you feel comfortable doing an episode like that?
Like what?
Excuse me, with your mom.
Okay.
No. I'm not setting it up. I'm asking if we were doing an episode, would your mom as the
host?
No, just part of it.
Okay. Yeah, that seems right.
Oh, I'm not sitting. I was just seeing if you were comfortable with it. Getting back on subject for Dylan trying to make it official. So one, we have to break the stereotype of just what a father is. Food, clothes, shelter. That's the bare minimum. We need fathers to be more than just providers. We need them to be protectors. And not just...
I was going to try to say protectors at the same time as you, but...
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I agree to say that.
Because kids need emotional protection in the form of leadership. And I'll break to you what that means. Teaching children how to handle emotions by modeling emotional intelligence. I tried, I don't think I've said to you guys, don't cry. I ask you, why are you crying? Like if I'm getting on to you, well, this hasn't happened in a while. Because now when I tell Dylan to clean his room up, he just don't. So there's nothing for him to cry about. I'm just not going to clean it up. But when I would get on to you guys about stuff, you would get all teary-eyed and stuff. Do you recall those kind of experiences?
No.
Oh, but I would say, what you crying for? Like, if that's his, I want to understand your emotion. Why are you crying? Because I'm telling you X, Y, and Z, that kind of thing. So, like, that's a phrase, like, I'm telling you this and that. People say X, Y, and Z. You never heard that?
No, never.
Maybe older people do it.
Like you.
People. So teaching emotional intelligence is, I want my place, and I'm sure your mom's the same, to be a safe space, a place where you feel seen, heard, and safe. Like, cause like growing up, and I never criticized my parents on the way they did things because they parent in what they knew and what they experienced. Like now we have access to so much more information than my parents did. So they raised me to the best of their abilities, I feel. So I am happy. I feel I turned out all right.
All right.
Right. So that's my goal with you guys. And part of it is allowing you guys to be who you are. Like we always make fun of each other of how weird we are, but you guys are just like me in that sense. Awkward sometimes.
Awkward.
I think you guys are more awkward than I am.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay. We definitely agree on that. But no, I want you guys to be yourselves. And I think like in parenthood, we want to try to tailor our kids a certain kind of way. I think it's important to allow them to express themselves the way that they want to express themselves, or try to at least get understanding. Like I try to understand why you guys are the way you are, and recognizing I see me in you. Like a lot of time kids are, let's say if you have wild kids, you got to understand a lot of that is you or your or the other parent. So like you have to learn to understand how you are as a person, how the mom or dad is as a person, because that's what you have. And like I see your mom in you and your brother, and I see me in you guys. And I'm still amazed at that. Kendrick's 19 now. He's 12, and I'm still amazed at how I see my traits in them. So, and the emotional tip, because I think I never was able to really express myself emotionally. As a middle kid, and for those that are middle kid or middle child, you know, life feels different. And I've talked to several middle kids, and we all feel the same way. We feel lost as far as our childhood because the youngest got all the attention. The oldest got a lot of attention. And for me, my dynamic was I had an older brother. Then it was me, but I also had a sister, being the only girl, and then a younger brother. So, like, I was lost in the middle. That's how I felt. Like, and I don't say that I feel like my parents parent me differently. I just felt emotionally different than the rest of my family, being that middle kid. Like, I did a lot of the first, like, you know, first to go to college and things like that. But I still felt a little lost. And I never was able to talk to my parents about that. I didn't even know how to formulate the words to say that to my parents. And I didn't feel like there was a safe space to say that to my parents. So I think it's important that we allow our kids to feel safe to express themselves to us. Yeah. You feel like I give you a safe space to express yourself?
Yes.
Very good. Are you saying that because you're on the mic?
No.
Very good. Very good. I'm glad we got that for the record. Another thing we have to talk about is mental wellness for fathers.
You said middle wellness?
Mental.
Oh, mental.
And I may have said it wrong. Keep me on track. I appreciate it. Why dads need to prioritize their mental health to show up as the best versions of themselves. addressing generational trauma, the stigma about therapy, and coping strategies I'll get into. Now, tackling the mental health part, the only way I can be the best father I can be for you guys is if I'm making sure I'm taking care of myself. I try to make sure I take care of myself health-wise. I still need to get on some type of exercise routine. But like I try to do things to ease my mind, like when I'm feeling overwhelmed, because I don't want that to spill over to you guys. And I don't want me trying to cope with everything to take away from the time that I could be spending with you guys. A lot of times, let's say I may not feel like playing Madden. I may not feel like playing Uno. That's maybe where my head is at. But in doing it, I feel better. Even when Kendra kicks my butt at Madden, I still feel better. Even if you beat me in Uno or Candyland and Smash Brothers.
No, I was just about to say Smash.
I feel better, like that interaction. So you guys are part of my mental health as far as helping me along. So I thank you for that.
You're very welcome.
Well, thank you. One of the things that we don't talk about a lot, which people are getting towards that, is like whether if you need to seek therapy or not. Sometimes if you know exactly what's going on with you, you may not need to see a therapist. You just may need to be intentional with dealing with issues, especially if you have generational trauma, things that happen to you or your family that continues to happen to your family. I would like to see where Daddy Every Day is one of those things that help families get over that hump of breaking generational curses. Like some families have drug issues in their family or absentee fathers in their family, and every generation keeps experiencing that. So as a father, one of the things I want to do is make sure any past drama or trauma from my family doesn't get passed down to you guys. I'd like for you guys to be like the first to not experience certain things. Like we were at times really poor, like lights off, using power from the neighbors so that we can use a hot plate to cook dinner poor, like that kind of poor. So like the lights are only been off in our place when the power goes out from a storm. Like you guys don't know what that kind of life is. And that's my goal, is to make sure you guys never experience that. I would like to share stories with you guys of how things were when I was growing up. And so you can see the differences in the lifestyle that you guys have compared to mine. Not saying mine was bad, because I feel good. I don't have let's say if I was a rapper, I could totally say how bad my life was. I can make it into a song of how bad my life is. But I learned just from those things. I just learned from everything that I've been through. So from going from a cul-de-sac where every family had a mom, a dad, a pet, 2 cars, to where we moved to an apartment complex where really nobody had cars, pets weren't allowed. Most households, I think it was like, in that whole apartment complex, I think it was like 2 households that had a dad in it. My household and one other. Everybody else was like a single mom. I take that back. I'm sorry. Most household had one parent, because next door there was a guy, I still remember his name, Curtis. He was raising 3 daughters by himself. So the seeds of Daddy Every Day were already planted in my head. It took Kendrick to unlock it, but like I was always marveled at Black fathers. Like, so he's one. My dad's one, because my dad is actually my stepdad, but I never referred to him as that. That's my father. That's the man that raised me, so that's my father. But the seeds of just great fathers was already in my head, and me wanting to have a career in celebrating them, I just didn't know that was going to be my purpose. But taking care of, this is me getting back on track again. Our mental health is very important. Yesteryears, they didn't do these type things like journaling.
English is hard.
Yeah, certain words just throw me off, like journaling. Support groups, getting counseling, peer groups, peer accountability, like checking in with other fathers, keeping each other accountable on what we should be doing as fathers. And faith. Like if you're one of the ones, if you go to church and stuff, get with like a father, and if you feel like you're struggling, you're going to church, that's where you should be really getting help. Like, you need to get with the man's group, the man's ministry and things like that. But I say develop a support group of like-minded fathers who just want to do good. Like that's all they just want to do good. They just want to do right by their kids and live a happy life. It's like you need to find your community. Shout out to, as every episode, I feel like I had to shout out to Accountability Brother.
I thought you were going to say shout out to at least one person.
Oh, like an actual person?
Yeah. Like.
Well, this way I'm doing many. Because
Yeah.
in that group, just great man. We just did a sunrise hike, and we did it co-ed, so it was women part of it too. But it was great. It was just a great experience, and where you can feel seen and feed off each other. So find your community. Another thing I want to get into is vulnerability as strength and not weakness.
Say that again.
Vulnerability
Vulnerability. I heard
as strength.
Frono.
You saw who?
I heard Frono. I'm like, what's Fronobility?
You never heard of vulnerability?
Frono?
Yeah, Frono.
No.
No, it just made it up.
It exists. They do.
I like to share stories with my boys, whether I failed or succeeded, and showing them that it's okay not to always win, kind of thing. Like, just learn from it. Anything that you fail in, just learn from. Mistakes that you make, please learn from them. It's like for us growing up, the way we were taught, like we weren't really taught how to be vulnerable. It was more like that stove is hot. You're gonna burn your hand, you touch it. For us as kids, growing up and stuff, sometimes you had to find out for yourself. And some people are like that. They have to find out from themselves.
Find out.
Huh? Mess around. That's where that term probably came from. But it's okay to make mistakes. Just learn from them.
Be like this guy right here.
That's, if you guys can see, that's Iron Man.
He learned from his mistakes in the movies.
Did he now? I don't know. He improves on things, but some things he makes worse. Yeah,
He learned.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
No, he tries to improve, but sometimes his improvement makes things worse.
Can we just stay on the positive note?
He learns from his mistakes. We're going to discuss that in the car. But yes, and another thing is, I put in my notes, strong fathers cry too, balance and strength and softness. Now, have you guys ever seen me cry? Kendrick? Kendrick said yes. Like at a movie or just in life?
Life.
Oh, Kendrick said in life he's seen me cry. I don't remember.
When, if you want me to say it, when you, no?
Oh, no, I don't care. Yeah.
Oh, when you went, I know when you went to do that talking at that one church, it was in McDonough. It was near where that Waffle House was.
Travis's funeral. That's what it was.
Wait, what?
I don't know, funeral, but I know when you were talking.
Oh, okay. I know he's
at
talking.
the church, I don't know, I forget what it was called.
Oh, when I was doing the speech there. Oh, okay.
Afterwards, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's probably like the first time I feel like I've seen you cry.
Oh,
One time I've ever seen you cry my entire life.
the funeral?
Yes.
Oh. But I know even then I was trying to fight back because I wanted to be strong for Kendrick. But it's okay to be vulnerable in that sense for fathers. Now, I will say, don't be crying at everything. I also cried with the Falcons when they lost.
Yeah, you tell me the story.
No, oh yeah. Well, so real quick on that, when the first time Kendrick could actually saw me cry, I was holding back tears because the Falcon has just lost that Super Bowl, but Kendrick was crying. And I tried to be strong for Kendrick, but I was emotional too. So some random lady came and she started consoling Kendrick, which gave me time to walk away so I could shed my tears.
I thought this was at home.
No, so we were at a party.
Oh.
Yeah, we were at a
like
party.
tailgate?
This was 17.
Yeah.
This was 2017.
2017. So I walked away so I could shed my tears.
Meanwhile, Kendrick got comfort.
He had to get comfort. I was over here shedding tears, but it's okay because and it's a stereotype for black men in that I'm never concerned with what other races think about black men. I'm only concerned with how we think of each other. And I hate that like one of the stereotypes for black men is that we have to be stoic and not emotional and that kind of thing. I was like, men have feelings too. We hurt just like everybody else. I wouldn't be crying over everything, but if something is really emotional and, if you guys just happen to witness it, I don't feel ashamed if you guys were to see something like that kind of thing. So that's why I asked you, because I don't be crying that much. I can probably literally count the amount of times I've cried. Yeah, like I don't cry much. Doesn't mean stuff doesn't bother me. I think a lot of it I try to be tough and hold it in, but yeah. So it takes a lot to get tears out of me.
I feel like that you wouldn't be able to count how many times you cried if you stopped trying to hold back tears.
Oh, I wouldn't probably. No. It would be too many. I was like, what, this week? But all right. So now with going through all that, I want to give the fathers some tools they can use to help them be modern day fathers, because it's a new world out there. Obviously, there's plenty of apps out there because I don't endorse anybody. Apps, mobile apps.
Apps to be a better father?
Yeah. There's apps to, like, if you want to work out, you want to lose weight, you want to stop procrastinating, there's apps.
I thought you meant like apps to be a better father to your kids.
Well, there are apps that assist you in things that you can do. I actually want to do, many years ago, I had an app, a Daddy Everyday app.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah. It's still on my phone. It's not active, but I created an app.
It's still on your phone?
Yeah.
You should show me later.
Okay, I'll show you. But it's not, like, if you once you click on it, it doesn't go to anything. I tried that, like, this is the beginning years of Daddy Everyday. I do want to do another one, but I will be more.
Maybe you should have one.
Yeah, I'll be better at it now than I was back then. But there's apps, obviously, to help with, like, time management, co-parenting. Co-parenting is so big. I need to do a whole nother episode on that. Maybe
with the mom.
With the mom or a mom. The mom or the a mom. But what if she don't want to do it?
Maybe a mom.
Or a mom. But just talking about co-parenting and stuff, like I definitely want to do it just to have a mother's perspective kind of thing. Then now there's way more workshops you can find and peer groups for fathers to get together and discuss these things. That's what I want to do with Daddy Everyday. That's what I'm going to do with Daddy Everyday. Those are the things that will be coming in the fall to help build a community of fathers, like where we can all lean on each other. Talked to a father yesterday going through some things with his kid. So, like, that's the kind of things that I want to build a community where if a father feeling, hey, I need to reach out to somebody just to talk or to meet up or to discuss whatever, that they feel comfortable reaching out to that community. So that's kind of one of the things I want to help build, and that Daddy Everyday is going to do. There's great advice and things on social media. I say don't follow too many different opinions on things because they'll have you all over the place as far as how to guide yourself. Stay true to yourself in what you want to do in your journey in fatherhood. And when I say stay true to yourself, what do you want? What or do you feel you're capable of giving out on a consistent basis? and what would you like to receive, like as far as like when it comes from your kids and things like. Sorry, guys. Random stuff on my phone. But for me, like I try to be consistent with like when the guys, my boys, the guys,
Three guys.
like playing Madden and giving them that kind of quality time. Like we always interact. If we're in the same building, we're going to interact. So that's not,
Same apartment.
apartment building, apartment. We're going to interact, but the gameplay is more of a way for me to give them their individual times. And I try to be consistent in that. Like we don't have set days, but I try to every so often make sure I say, hey, you want to do such and such, right? Or if they mention it to me, hey, you want to play this or whatever. So that's comfortable for me. There's some dads that don't play video games. I encourage you to at least dabble in it. Like kind of step out your comfort zone. Because I know like when we used to do trick-or-treating, I used to dress up for whatever characters we were doing. We did Angry Birds. We did Mario. We did Mario and Luigi. I think that's the first one.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know who was Mario, who was Luigi. But
I was Luigi and Kendrick was Mario. But I would show other fathers that, and they were saying, man, I wish I can do that.
I just did it. So
You can do it, but that was because he was, and I remember the one father in particular, he said that because he doesn't feel like he can step out his comfort zone because he cared about what other people. I only cared that Kendrick liked me dressed up as Luigi.
if he's happy, then
That was it. I was like, I only care. I didn't care what I looked like to everybody else. They thought it was amusing, but I only cared that Kendrick was happy. So that's why I said what you're comfortable with. And I say, push yourself a little bit to get out that comfort zone. That's why they say the whole comfort zone thing, like when you're trying to do something, you may have to get out of that. So that's what I would say as far as like just being a modern father is like, look what they're into, try to get involved or try to learn. You don't have to like it yourselves. Try to be aware of those kind of things. Like my dad, I remember the one time my dad listened to the music I listened to. It was Motown Philly by Boyz II Men. Motown Philly's back again. So, and then in the song they said something like, what?
I just saw you spin your mic.
Why'd you have to? You just say, oh, and just. Now everybody's going to rewind. So, I see it right, a bubble. Now everybody's going to see and try to rewind that part. No, but it got to a part in the song where it says, give you something you can feel. And my dad said, I don't feel it. That's what my dad said. Like, he didn't diss my music, but that's what he was saying. But
I don't feel it.
I don't feel it. So, but I appreciate it though. That meant my dad was listening to my music. He was like trying, like, so I appreciate that.
Have an actual opinion on
So he can have an opinion on it. So I like it. And he gave his opinion. I don't feel it. I don't feel it. So that's what I try to do with my boys. It's like, be involved in that sense. For some dads, it will take work. But don't ever put out all these things that you're going to be to them and then fall short. What you have to do is just show them, just be a part. Send them, like if you have older kids, send them that text just saying whatever, like especially if you know your kid's into hockey. That was random. I don't know how hockey came out. But
it's soccer. That's something both
I know.
Done.
But if your kid, I guess I was trying to look for something that's not just typical. Let's say your kid's into hockey and you're watching Sports Center and you see something about the Blackhawks or whatever. Send your son a text just saying, hey, Blackhawks just drafted such and such. You pulling for them? Like just to show that you're paying attention to what they're into, that kind of thing. Like I do that. Me and Kendrick do that all the time. Like that's how I stay connected to Kendrick is we'll send each other memes. If I find something funny, I send him a meme. So it's tons of ways for fathers to stay connected. and ease into it. If you haven't already been doing it like that, it's kind of ease into it, and it's easy to stay consistent in that if you're willing to just put in the work. So that's just my take on trying to be the modern dad. Like, we have to be more involved now, and be more conscious of ourselves as well. Wouldn't you agree, Walody? Yeah. So that's,
You made this episode.
you made it?
No, I'm glad you made it.
Oh, thanks.
Now I can use this.
What do you mean use it?
I'm a father too.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Walody, I didn't know you got down like that.
Changing.
Yes, I didn't know you got down like that. But so, a challenge to all the ones that are listening. So I even challenge mothers in this too.
Challenge parents. you could say.
Parents. And so what does being a protector mean to you in 2025? That's a question just to ask yourself. What does it mean for you to be a protector of your children in today's world? Like, ask yourself that. And once you've asked yourself that and you come up with what you think being a protector is, answer the question, are you doing those things to be that protector? What do your kids need to survive in this world? Kind of thing. I think, like for me, my thing with my mom was graduate high school and get a job. That was it. Like, that is the bare minimum expectations I have for my boys, the bare minimum. I want them to exceed that completely. So, but that's today's time, like, because the capability of exceeding that is great. Like, when I was a kid, there was never a black president. If my boys said they wanted to run for president, I would help them right now to start their campaign towards taking the steps to doing that one day. So I think the skies are the limits now, and we got a parent in that sense too. So that's it.
That's it.
Why are you laughing?
You said the sky's the limit, and it reminds me of a video I saw.
Yeah, you heard of that saying though, the sky's the limit, right? Okay. All right. So that's what I have for them. You got anything you want to share? Nope.
Got nothing.
Got nothing. All right, that's going to do it then. That's going to do it for us for today, guys. And salute to all the fathers out there. Yeah, Walady included. All right, that's it. All right, we out.
Get locked in.
So are you doing ads for them? Are they paying you? Are they paying you to promote them on here?